Hey guys, Missmaster1 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories Reverse Rebirth. So last time on episode 6, we made it through our first ring of worlds. We fought the Riku replica as Riku, which was a bit of a mindfuck for us, because, you know, we're actually fighting ourselves in a way, pretty much mimicked. And we've also seen that there's some of their plans, like the Riku replica went back to Vexen and the people on the underside of Castle Oblivion, and he's about to take on Sora at around this time, because he's in his next set of worlds too. And speaking of that, let's get started for what we're going to be doing. Now, actually before I do that, one more thing to mention is that off screen I'm grinding up to level 21. Let me just go to my status. I have, like, you know, 200 HP, my attack power is 17, and my dark power is 18. And don't pay attention to those moves, as those are the moves we'll always have. But for map cards, I just like went and grinded, and I got a total of about a little over 20 in blue cards, because that's going to be what we need for the story door. I am a little bit higher level than I wish, but it took me forever to actually get the cards I wanted before starting this world, so that's why. But anyway, let's start off with our next world, Atlantica. And of course, we get the key of beginnings at the start, just like in every world. Well, not every world. We do get a couple cutscenes, like at the beginning of some worlds, in like near the end of the game. But for now, pretty much, yeah, all these worlds that we have, like in this set, like this next 4 worlds, doesn't have anything prior to getting the key of beginnings. It's just basically, for the next 4 worlds, we'll just be having, you know, the standard stuff, like since the first ring of worlds. Like the first ring of worlds, not including Hollow Bastion, didn't really have any cutscenes aside from the boss. Well, yeah, we pretty much, excluding Hollow Bastion, we've had scenes like the boss enter and then the boss exit and then you just kill them, and that, you know, that's pretty much all it is. But for the last, I want to say 3 worlds are kind of important for Riku's story, so if you guys have been a little bit bored of, you know, sort of pretty much just like the same, like, I know Riku's mode is pretty much just like Sora's, except with a different, like, you know, thing with the deck going on. You can actually hold pretty much all the cards you can in your deck, with, like, in terms of enemy cards. But, once we start hitting, you know, around, I want to say yeah, pretty much the 3rd to last world is when Riku's story picks up. Remember how in, Sora's story, like, after we cleared the 10th world, the story picked up, and that was, like, the best part of the game? It's pretty much the same thing with Riku, and these are pretty much just all the Atlantica enemies are like. You know, we have the ghosts, we have the giant fish, we have the screwdrivers, which that's what, yes, that's actually the name of them. They're called screwdrivers, like the green guys, and they're electric based and stuff like that, but really their element doesn't play any role in this, since they're all just cards anyway. And now we have to take care of the giant fish right here. There we go. That was a little bit of a tough fight, but I got through it. And the experience is pretty decent, especially since we're on the next set of floors. The way we're going to be taking our route this time is that this is the unknown room, the room we start out in. We're going to move here, and then we're going to go towards the left, because if you head towards the middle path, you'd think that you could just head up the middle, then this way, and then over there, and then you could do that and save yourself some grief. But you'll actually need to go separate ways, because if you go down the middle, there's actually no way to go left or right, and that's kind of annoying that they do that. But just letting you know in advance, if you're playing along, that you're going to need about 20 in blue cards, and you can only go one of the 2 paths. You can't go in the middle. No paths, no pathways you could possibly go, so you have to either go right or left if you want to go down, like, one of the corridors there is. Again, save your blue cards for later. Let's see, let's use this card. And I also do happen to have a lot more of some other cards. Like, you'll notice I have duplicates of some numbers of a specific card, is because I did the grinding last time. And it was annoying. And I realized also another fact is that videos haven't been up the past 2 days. It's because I'm probably recording, by the time you're seeing this, I probably recorded like a lot more of Riku's story. Like, who knows, by the time you're seeing this, I could possibly be done with all 4 of these worlds and maybe near the end of the game already, but I'm just making sure I get some stuff done, because I really want to wrap up Riku's story by the end of the month, which at this rate, I'll just barely clinch that, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Anything else I can use that fits 4 evenly? Let's use that. Because, like, you're noticing that there's absolutely no way to go to the left, so if you went out the middle path, that's pretty much all you get. There's a one-way room aside. Like, the only room that isn't a one-way is this one right here, and you have to either go straight that way, or this way. And why you would go the middle, I have no idea, because middle doesn't do you any good. But who cares, we made it to the boss doors, so here's what we need the 20 cards for. So let me do my math correctly. Let's use the 7, let's use the 5, let's use another 5 and the 3, and we still have some cards left over. And let's take on Ursula. And just like Sora, we have to fight this bitch when she has, like, this form. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, fighting Ursula, especially as Riku, is actually very, very hard. I do not know why, but it is just one of the most annoying fights Riku has to do. Because, I mean, as much as you'd probably like to just, like, use your, like, slates and stuff just to, get some decent damage off pretty quickly, you really need to conserve your cards. So, you need to wait until she actually, what is it? Need to wait until she actually just, like, falls down after you, like, you know, destroy enough of her tentacles. You may have to destroy a few more than you normally would have to. I don't know, because in test runs, she sometimes fell down, sometimes she didn't. I don't really get it. Maybe it's 3 out of 4. Maybe you have to knock all of them down. All I remember is that in Sora's story, all you had to do, pretty much, was that, oh, nice, we got a King Mickey card, too. All you had to do is get rid of the top 2 tentacles, and that pretty much did it. But now we have to, come on, just, like, beat her face in, because she's a bitch and deserves it. Ah, crap, I need a 0 card, okay. Come on, stay there for a little longer. She just stands there while you fucking beat her face in. I don't get it. She's, like, really fucking stupid. Ow, ow, damage, ow, damage, ow, 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 ow. That actually kind of hurt. Oh, I'm confused. That's not good. Then I'll just use my miracle so I can heal. Please do that, Mickey. Thank you so much. Now let's continue on and destroy these tentacles. Maybe it's not necessarily a hard fight as much as it is just tedious because, oh, I'll duel you, sure. Oh, come on, we got this shit. We got this shit, come on. There we go, I told you guys. Now we get to destroy all fucking one of their tentacles, and that did jack shit, I know. Who cares? Our overdrive is about to wear off, but that's not a big deal. We'll just... Wow, none of my cards fucking broke that except for the last one. That was pretty sad. Because, I mean, she can use whatever the hell she wants. Well, I guess that's technically not true because it just randomly generates the cards she uses. But, you know, just be patient with this fight. Use your cards if you have them. Well, obviously you do, but, like, save that overdrive card. I made a mistake and played it, like, way earlier than I should have. So that's why this fight's going to take a little bit longer than it normally does because you have to wait till she comes over and then do some aerial combat. That's her, like... hyper beam attack, I like to call it, because she just does, like, this huge fucking... Oh, man, gotta break that, because, like, look at this, like, I'll just show it. See, like, that's what it is. Okay, break it. We only need to see it for a couple seconds. And if we play our cards right, haha, I know, it's a pun, her tentacles come back, and if we use the King Seal card, we should be able to finish her off right here. So, let's just do that. And it looks like we are. Just a few more hits, and almost, there we go. So I guess she's not really that hard, but you just need to be patient with her. Do not use slates in this fight because Dark Break does not reach her at all. Dark Fire Raga doesn't, you know, really do that much, and you can't even use Dark Aura, so there you go. And there we go, get Ursula's card, and we're pretty much done with Atlantica. All we have to do is just get to the exit. And of course we get our level up, and we're gonna bring our DP up to 20. And one quick note I want to make about this is that, like I noticed, I said earlier in this Let's Play that it decreases the amount of, like, you know, breaks you'd have to do to reach Dark Mode, and Dark Mode lasts longer. I was wrong about that. All this does is it gives you more, like, you know, room to actually take damage and have your cards broken before you transform back to normal Riku. So all this does is last Dark Form longer. It still takes the same amount to actually get into Dark Mode. It doesn't change that. That was my mistake I made earlier. Alright, so all we have to do is just make our way to the exit. Actually, what is our status right now, just to check? Our experience, we need like 1,000 more, so I'm probably going to pass on the enemies. I always like to check that after every, you know, boss I defeat. If I'm close to leveling up, I'll probably fight just a couple enemies because, you know, might as well get it when it's right there. But, you know, the way things are going, I think we'll be pretty much set for the next few worlds. I want to say possibly all 3, maybe the next 2, I don't know. But at this rate, we're in good condition. I mean, the levels did definitely help because I was at a lower level when I was practicing this earlier, and now I've had to do all that crap, like, you know, earlier just grinding these cards. It's really not that bad. What am I doing? Did I go all the way back before, yeah, I had to have, right? Because, like, this is the 4-way room that only exists, yeah. I don't know what I was talking about. I thought for a second I opened the door that was, like, wasting cards, but... you know, I have a short-term memory loss, apparently, and can't even realize what I said at the beginning of this episode to contradict myself. So anyway, let's see, how close are we? We need 2 more rooms and we're in the clear. So let's use Bottomless Darkness, why not? We're gonna be in the ocean, and we're gonna be underwater in the ocean, and we're not gonna be able to see a damn thing, and we're gonna drown to death. Except, Atlantica makes no sense, and you can just fucking walk right through the water and not have to worry, because you can breathe fine. But let's just go through here. And let's see, what do we got? We got a 4 card. You know what, let's use Bottomless Darkness 4 again, just because I do not like these cards. I want to burn them. If I had to pick one card that didn't exist in this game, it would definitely be that one. I mean, why do you have to make it completely dark? I don't know. I like that the room is really large, so you can fight a lot of enemies for the cards and experience. But you can barely... If it weren't for the door in the room, you would have no idea where the fuck to go, seriously. Let's just grab this, even, like, let's grab the health to make our health full. Is that full health? Yeah, it is full health, but even though there's a save point up here, so that kind of... The things, you take things out of Riku's story, like then Sora's story, and some things don't really make sense, but, you know, Riku's mode isn't the main mode, so it doesn't really matter that much. Right here, we have the exit hall to Basement 7, and let's just go forward to Basement 6, and let's watch this little cutscene that extends the cutscene Sora had a little bit more.
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously believe this Sora has much potential, but I remain unconvinced he is truly worth such coddling. I think an experiment would show if he really is of any value to us.
Well, here we go again. It's just an excuse, so you can carry out your little experiments, that's all.
I'm a scientist. Experiments are what I do. Yes.
Whatever. You can do what you want. But you know, I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
Valet? He's the product of pure research.
What he actually is a toy.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Anyway, since you came all this way, you're gonna need this. A humble gift to my elder. I hope you use it to put on a very good show for us. That card holds the memories of Sora and Riku's home.
It's just a card. What good is that?
With a little help from Naminé, you'll have all the real Riku's memories. Maybe we can get her to make you forget you're nothing but a fake. In other words, we'll remake your heart so you can be exactly the same as the real Riku, okay?
You want to remake my heart? The real Riku is a wimp who's afraid of the dark. What do I want with the heart of a loser?
Any objections, Vexen? After all, you do want to test Sora, don't you?
It must be done.
How can you? Are you betraying me?
I told you I would make good use of you, didn't I?
No.
Relax, kiddo. I don't think it's gonna hurt that much.
I'll hurt you!
Stupid little toy. Think you could defeat me? Where would you ever get a thought like that? But look on the bright side. Along with everything else in your head, Naminé will erase the memory of me knocking you flat. Instead, she will implant the loveliest little memories you could ever hope for. It's no big deal that they're all lies.
No. No!
And we just saw, like, kind of a disturbing cutscene with that little end part there, but we saw, if you remember in Sora's, like, you know, story, right after we defeated Larxene, which is right after the 6th floor for him, which means he's on his way to beating the 7th floor, since that's when he sees the Riku replica for the first time. That's when, Vexen showed up for the first time, and that's where it, like, you know, started from. Like, we don't usually see you topside. And then it cut off before we could see who that other person was, which was the Riku replica. And we see that he actually did know, like, stuff about him that, what is it? I can't think. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. Blah, blah, blah. That he actually does have, like, kind of his own, it's not really his own, but he has, like, you know, his own, like, fake heart and made from Riku's art of, like, you know, some of his memories, but he knows how the real Riku is, and that's how they're both kind of their different person. But you'll actually see that they're gonna rewrite the replica to make him think he really is the real Riku. And it turns out that's why, the replica is acting that way towards Sora when they meet up for the first time, is because he thinks he's the real Riku, even though he knows he wasn't before that. It's kind of confusing, I know, but that's pretty much how it goes. And anyway, guys, I will catch you next time on, I believe it will be episode 8 of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories Reverse Rebirth. This has been episode 7 of that. And I will see you guys in the 8th episode for when we continue on with our next world out of the 3 we have left. And I will say in the next few videos, this game is going to get even more interesting for Riku. We don't have too much of Riku's story left to go. I mean, we're already on 6 when we started on, like, the 13th basement, like, just 7 videos ago. And, well, guys, I'll cut off for now. I've been Mistmaster1. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in episode 8 for more continuation of Riku's story. See you guys then.